Hello my friends, I've been using DJI Osmo Action for a while now and I think that it is generally a very good camera, but if you want to get the most out of it, you need to have the right accessories. In this video we will take a look at some of the accessories that I really like to use with the Osmo Action, and I will try to show you how you can use those in a creative way. Links to all of these items are in the description, so let's get right into it. Let's start with the housings. The stock housing on Osmo Action is actually pretty good, it is easy to open and close and it protects the camera pretty well. I don't use it though because I have two better cages. The first one is made by PGYTECH. It is made of high quality plastics and it also has two advantages over the stock housing. The first big advantage is that you can access the USB and SD card compartment without taking the camera out of the housing or taking the doors off. The other advantage is that there are two cold shoe mounts. This will be very useful once the mic adapter for Osmo Pocket will be available. It comes with two cold shoe extensions. One just raises the cold shoe and the other one has 1/4 inch mount. The other housing that I use is this Ulanzi housing. This one is completely metal and it is super solid. It has 1/4 inch mount on the bottom side and also on the right side for mounting the tripod or handle. If you prefer GoPro mount, it comes with adapter as well. It also has a cold shoe on the top and on the right side. You can access the USB and SD card compartment with this one as well. The fit is very good and the machining on this case is very precise. It adds some weight and size, but it also adds more mounting options and it protects the Osmo Action. I really like both of these and both are in my opinion better options than the stock housing. For normal point and shoot filming, I use PGYTECH extension handle which doubles as a tripod. It is very well made, the handle is long enough for comfortable grip and it also has nice rubberized surface. It is 14.5 cm long and it can extend to 40 cm, so it is also useful as a selfie stick. PGYTECH has great quick release system for GoPro mount, which is much more convenient to use in comparison with those long screws. The only disadvantage of this handle is that you need to push the central column up a little bit if you want to use it as a tripod, but it is not a big deal. It also comes with GoPro to 1/4 inch mount adapter, so you can use it with Ulanzi case as well. Smaller alternative is GoPro Shorty, which is a very similar handle, but it is shorter at 11.7 cm and it is not rubberized. It can be extended to 22.7 cm, so it is not as useful as a selfie stick, but it is still very practical. I still use it a lot just because it is so small and I also like the short screw on this one. Regarding the filters, Osmo Action has great filter system, which is just a good old thread around the lens. I won't go over the basics of the filters and what they do in this video, I have explained that in my Osmo Pocket accessories video, which will be linked in the description. Here I will just show you the options. Probably the best all-round package in my opinion is Freewell All Day collection. It consists of circular polarizer, ND4, ND8 and ND16 neutral density filters, and ND8PL, ND16PL, ND32PL and ND64PL neutral density filters combined with circular polarizer. Another good all-round collection is this one from Skyread. It consists of ND4, 8 and 16 filters with and without circular polarizer. You have ND4PL in this collection, but no circular polarizer and no 32PL and 64PL filters, so that depends on your preferences. I also have some filters by PGYTECH. These are a bit different because they attach over the stock lens cover. It is still quite secure and a bit faster, but there is extra piece of glass, so it depends on your preferences. I have these in ND4 to ND64 with polarizer and I'm also happy with these, and there is no noticeable decrease in image quality. My favorite special filter is this ND1000 filter by Freewell for long exposures. It is one step brighter than ND64, so it is very useful for sunset long exposures. Next up we have two lenses from Ulanzi. The first one is Fisheye lens, which gives you this circular look. To be honest, I don't see myself using this one too much, but other people may find it interesting. Much more useful is this macro lens. You can use it for shots such as this one, the optical qualities are quite decent for what it is. You need to make sure that the distance between the lens and your subject is right, but it works well, it is very cheap, so I can generally recommend this one. Just like with other similar devices, it is definitely a good idea to use screen protector. This one is from PGYTECH and it is a set for both screens. I haven't applied it on my Osmo Action because it has broken audio and I will have to send it in for a repair. It is the same 2.5D glass that I use on my Osmo Pocket and I am very happy with that one, so I guess that it will also work well on Osmo Action. Another interesting accessory is this tiny little sun hood from PGYTECH. It is made of rubber and it attaches over the lens cover. I'm not sure how effective it is against the direct sunlight, but I use it mainly to protect the front of the lens and it works very well for that. It is very high quality, it doesn't slip off, so I recommend this one as well. I'm also a big fan of gimbals, so which one do I recommend for Osmo Action? First of all, does it even make sense to use a gimbal if rock-steady stabilization on Osmo Action is so good? The answer is yes. Not so much for the stability, but mostly for smoother camera movement, leveled horizon, dealing with larger shaking, low light and so on. I recommend 3 gimbals for Osmo Action. The first one is the new Zion Crane M2. It is super small, it has very efficient stabilization, good controls, and you can also use it with larger cameras such as Canon G7X Mark III. The footage from this combination looks really good overall. The second gimbal that I recommend is FIitech G6. This is dedicated action camera gimbal, it has better build quality than Crane M2 and longer battery life. The main disadvantage of the G6 in comparison with Crane M2 is that it is not possible to set motor parameters on the G6, but it is still a great gimbal. The third gimbal that I recommend is FIitech WG2X. This is basically the variable version of the G6. It is very small, which is probably the main advantage. The disadvantage is that it can't charge the camera and it lacks some of the controls. It is still the best option for POV shooting. Regarding the audio, it is still not possible to use external mic with Osmo Action, and at this point I'm not sure if it will ever be possible. I would really like to use Rode Video Micro and Wireless Go with the Osmo Action. Those are currently my most favorite microphones for small cameras. Attaching those to PGYTECH or Ulanzi case would be very easy, so I hope that we will be able to do that in the future. Osmo Action can also shoot raw stills, so I edit those in my favorite photo editing software Luminar 3, which works great. It is very user-friendly, it has great presets and a lot of creative tools. I have made a couple of videos about why I use it and I will link those in the description. Besides that, it is also possible to do exposure bracketing with Osmo Action. The camera will take 5 stills with different exposures, and then you can merge those into one picture in editing software. My most favorite HDR editing software is Aurora HDR. I have made a video about that one as well, and it will be linked in the description. For the storage and transportation, I use 2 PGYTECH carrying cases. The smaller one is Carrying Case Mini, which I use mainly for Osmo Pocket, but it is also very suitable for Osmo Action or GoPro with essential accessories. It comes with dividers, so you can configure it according to your needs. The upper part has some smaller pockets for cables and handy net that I use for filters. Larger carrying case is very similar, there is just more space inside, so you can use that one for example for 4 action cameras, Osmo Pocket and a handle. The upper part also has loops for cables and other stuff and also the net. Both of these cases are super high quality, very durable, and I like the material a lot. I highly recommend these cases. Regarding the mounts, I use 2 mounts by Joby. These are the Suction Cup, which is self-explanatory. This one works very well, it is not too bulky, and it can even hold smaller mirrorless cameras, so it is great for Osmo Action. The other one is the clamp, which enables you to mount Osmo Action to the table or some other objects. You can combine both with Gorilla Arm or this arm with joints. Both work very well. If you want to shoot POV style, you can use for example this chest harness. To be honest, I'm not much of POV shooter, but it works well, it is very well made and it should fit everyone. I'm not sure about the fashion aspect of this mounting solution, so I will leave that up to you. Very handy is also this backpack strap mount by PGYTECH. It also works with WG2X gimbal on my Peak Design everyday backpack, so that is very useful. My most favorite way to mount any camera, including the Osmo Action, is still a good old tripod. Using the cage or adapter allows me to mount the Osmo Action on regular tripod with Arca head, so I mostly use it with my favorite travel tripod, the Zome 699C. This is the carbon fiber version, but it is still quite affordable, it is very light, and it can be collapsed in a very small package. So these were my most favorite accessories for DJI Osmo Action. I hope that this video was useful for you and maybe you will be interested in some of these. So that's it for this video, thank you for watching, I hope that you liked this video and that you have found it to be useful. Stay tuned for more videos and maybe consider subscribing if you don't want to miss my future content. I appreciate your feedback in form of thumbs up or thumbs down. If you would like to ask anything or share opinion, please do so in the comment section, and see you next time.